Recently, my YouTube feed has been shoving VTuber clips down my throat. Not that many, they're lots of fun. But a common thing I hear is that the models are very expensive. I know they are, but why? I mean, they can't be that hard to make. Or are they? I made it my goal to find out. I have no knowledge of computer art, so I'm going to be using a piece of paper for all the drawing. Because of the decision, the process will be 10 times harder for a result 10 times worse. But it doesn't matter, keep on going and let's learn what we need to do to draw a model. The difference between drawing just a character and a model is that every part needs to be drawn individually when drawing a model, right? You need the head to be different from the torso, and the arms and the hair, right? So the hair, if the hair is long and it's covering the torso, you still need the body fully drawn because the hair will move and you can't see, you want to see everything, right? But first, we need to have a plan. So I started by drawing out the character. Let's name her Luann. This is a picture. It's only the plan because remember, you need to draw everything individually, right? And so then, now I have the base. Now I will go and draw in every piece individually. So first I'll draw the face, right? So I drew all the face, the eyes, the eyebrows, everything. I take a picture of it, put it on the computer, and to make all of these parts usable, I need to erase all of the background and all the other parts and kind of separate, isolate each part into a different layer and then overlay them on top of each other. And for this process, I'm using a free program called Krita. It's just like Paint or whatever, but it's fancy. But yeah, so you have a layer, and so after layering it to make so the face looks fine, I know that my plan will work. So then I draw the hair, body, and clothes. I then load the hair, body, and clothes into the computer and lay out what Luann will actually look like. She looks like a monster. I goofed up on the lighting, so anyways, with the complete setup, I load LiveTD and put Luann in it. To turn this layered drawing into a moving puppet, we must rig it. This is the fun part. I started with the eyes. These seem to be a good starting point to learn the ins and outs of Live 2D because there's a lot of things that need to be done in order to make this model, and the eyes they just need to move and open and close. And I figured that was simple enough, and after watching YouTube tutorials and working hard on it, I was able to get her to close one eye. I finished the eyes and moved to the mouth. The mouth has more moving parts, but after some time and some work, I get the mouth working too. After the mouth comes the hair. The hair is fairly simple because the movement is based on physics, which the computer does for you. After hair comes the head, right? I need to make her be able to look up, down, left, right. And this is going to be pretty tricky because perspective is hard, and especially when you have to transform 2D things. I'm already not good at perspective just while drawing, and now I'm trying to think and do all this crazy stuff. It's not going to look good. But I do an attempt at it, and I think it looks fine. So those are the important parts. I did do other things, but you'll see. So with the model done, I put it over to VTube Studio and see how goofy it looks. But before I show it, I'll use this free model so you have something to compare it to. So that's the base, right? You can get that model for free. It's just pre-put into the VTube Studio, right? So that's the base. Now, does putting in a ton of work make anything better? That's the question. Well, we'll see. I'm going to just have it play in the background as I give my closing thoughts. Was it a success? Yes, I would say it was. She looks kind of goofy, but I think it's fine. This is my first time doing it, so, there's things to improve. Was it fun? Yes, I would consider doing this again. Next time, I would use computer art, but it was fun, and I would say you should try it too. It didn't cost me anything but time. So if you have time and you want to do something fun, I would say do this, right? Try to make a VTuber model. Do I understand why the models are so expensive, right? That's kind of the whole concept of this video. Oh, they're so expensive. Is that true? And I mean, I really just use that as a hook to do this, have fun doing this. But, I think there is a question, right? I'm very frugal as a person, and I think spending, more than a couple hundred on a thing that's purely digital is kind of crazy. But, I suppose if you're going to be, doing this as a a hobby, I guess. You know, it's an investment. So I suppose that is the reason. You know, the polish and, you know, the craftsmanship, right? But, you know, like I said, it was fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want if you want to see more videos with inconsistent topics. You know, I don't really make consistent. Yeah, all my videos have inconsistent topics. Watch more of my videos, right? You know, if you didn't like this one, maybe watch another one. Like I said, they're all basically completely different topic. They're all different topics, right? Maybe you'll find something you like. Comment what you'd like to see from me, right? I'm open. I love seeing comments. Comments are great. You know, comment what's your favorite. If you watch VTubers, what's your favorite? You know, I don't know. Literally say anything. I could care less. And I hope to see you in the next one.